Climate change is clearly one of the biggest challenges of our times, and COVID-19 has caused the biggest global disruption since World War II. Today, I want to address the connection between our animal-based food system, climate change, and pandemics like COVID-19. And I want to show how transforming the world's food system by replacing industrial animal agriculture can help us achieve the Paris Agreement climate goals and prevent the next pandemic. Just like AIDS, Ebola, swine flu, and bird flu, COVID-19 is a zoonotic disease, which means that it was originally transmitted from animals to humans. Transmissions of this kind are made more likely by our use of animals as food. Three activities stick out here. Intensive animal agriculture crams huge numbers of genetically similar individuals into factory farms. Animal agriculture is also the main cause of biodiversity loss, increasingly destroying natural habitats for pasture and feed crops. And using wild animals for food reduces species diversity and exposes humans to novel pathogens. These activities are creating the perfect hotbed for the emergence of potentially dangerous pathogens and the spread of disease. At the same time, animal agriculture is a main driver of climate change, accounting for about 20% of global greenhouse gas emissions, while also causing large-scale deforestation. Climate change, in turn, is a zoonotic risk multiplier. Higher average temperatures can shift the habitats of both animals and pathogens, resulting in higher risks of new infectious diseases emerging. And COVID-19 has demonstrated the massively disruptive impacts of a zoonotic pandemic on individuals, healthcare systems, jobs, the economy, and societies at large. By monopolizing our attention and resources, and by affecting our economies, pandemics can have detrimental effects on combating climate change. It is easy to see how this is a perfect vicious cycle. And these activities are all accelerating due to the ever-growing demand for animal-based products. With every factory farm we build, and with every natural habitat we destroy, we increase the risk of future COVID-like events. And with every steak we eat, and with every forest we cut down for pasture or feed crops, we contribute to climate change, which in turn increases zoonotic risks. All of this constitutes a highly destructive interplay, fueled by our food choices. We are literally eating our way to climate change and to future pandemics. The solution is simple. When it comes to sourcing food, we need to take animals out of the equation. People don't want to use animals for food. They just want to consume certain products. Think of video stores and streaming. People don't want to go to a store and rent a film. They just want to watch the film, which is why Blockbuster went bankrupt and Netflix is now $1 billion business. Today, new food technologies can provide plant-based, fermentation-derived, and cell-cultured alternatives, making the future of meat, eggs, and dairy a future without the animals and a long list of negative side effects. What we are currently witnessing in the food system is not a trend, but a transformation. 42% of the global population already identify as flexitarian and are actively reducing their consumption of animal products. And it is predicted that by 2040, plant-based and cultured meat alternatives will account for almost 60% of the global meat market. Food systems transformation is not something we need to start from scratch. It is in full swing already. Scientists, investors, producers, and the wider public have understood the message and support it. We need diet change, not climate change. We need to put food systems on the climate agenda. Now it is time for governments and policymakers to follow suit and help provide the best conditions to accelerate this process. By supporting innovation of alternative proteins, supplying an equal playing field for them, and ensuring a just transition that creates opportunities for all stakeholders. Shifting to a healthier, more resilient and sustainable global food system that replaces animal products with better alternatives can become a multi-problem solution. A solution that not only helps to prevent future pandemics and mitigates climate change, but also addresses further crises such as world hunger, non-communicable diseases, and antimicrobial resistance. A transformational food system that overcomes our dependency on animals will be one of the most significant cultural achievements of humankind. and it will be instrumental in preserving our way of life, our health, and the health of our planet. You can find our detailed food and pandemics report on proveg.com. Thank you for being part of the solution.